Hello. Hope you guys are having a beautiful Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. Sun's on, of course, to do some live tarot readings with you guys. So I hope again that you are having a beautiful day. What will most likely end up happening will be I will probably do collective reading and then just kind of see who comes in. Hello. Hello, I speak. How are you doing today? It's cold here. Officially cold here, definitely. So, grappling with that. But other than that, I'm doing really well today. Just here doing my thing, of course. Okay, and then I think I'm gonna also grab those as well. And I guess we can begin the live with a nice little smudge. Before we do anything. I love playing with fire. I know they say don't play with fire, but I love playing with fire in this capacity, plus when it's 100% safe. Okay. Cleansing my energy, your energy. Sending good vibes and setting the space to neutral for today's readings. I have bad news for you. Is it about you and your boyfriend? No. Yeah, King of Swords. I didn't even show them to you. Well, what about you guys? I'm gonna have this feather, I guess. Here. I guess I'm gonna also start typing in today's specials. Whose decision was it to end things? Because it's really interesting you say that, because I was actually thinking about the reading that I did for you guys, for about his thoughts, feelings for you, and he did seem to be in a more introspective phase of his life, or phase of things currently. I remember it was Ten of Swords, Death, and King of Swords. I don't remember the first card. But I guess you can go back and watch it. But I guess I don't know. I still don't think he. No, I don't remember. He needs to step out to focus on his mental health in life. I definitely see the mental health thing with him. He did seem to have a lot of complex internal energies going on. And also, hello, old soul, if you're still here. Mm. How are you feeling about everything? God, I forgot. I wonder what your first card was in your reading. I really forget. Oh, it was the Four of Swords. It was the Four of Swords, Ten of Swords. I really remember people's readings the way I remember this one. Four of Swords, Ten of Swords, Death, and King of Swords. So this definitely tracks actually with the reading that I gave. Even though I delivered what I said softly, but like I was saying, I think I feel that a lot going on and he's very practical about. He believes that this is a very practical thing to do, a very practical decision. I guess Four of Swords. It just depends on people. I was crying yesterday. I've been so patient. I don't know if I should be there for him to be friends and be friends until he's ready, or forget about him and leave. Well, it's up to you, you know? Do you believe that I guess, are you like wanting to be with someone else, you know? It's just depending on what you want, really. But I guess you're probably still figuring that out at this point. So, but yeah, I guess that reading does track. You said we're still going to spend time together. Do you feel that it will be a waste of time? How are you feeling about everything? Well, I guess you're saying you're crying. So I guess that's an indication of how you're feeling. But any other emotions coming up? That's the thing that came to mind actually. He wants to have his cake and eat it too. But I honestly feel, I don't know, it's really interesting because I feel his like whole thing happening, you know? Uh, I feel his whole, I guess, spiral, we'll call it. So, you know, just frustration. Hmm. But this reading, the reading I gave Dinda is really, I don't know. It's like I said, I feel his like whole thing happening. I also feel you too, you know. I don't think it's over. I'll be there for him to wait. Not forever though. I'll just wait for a while and see what happens. I'll move on and that's it. Are you going to start going out and stuff? How do you normally meet people? How do you normally meet? How did you even meet this person? If you don't mind me asking. How did you guys meet? And how do you normally meet people anyways, too? So I guess how did you meet him and how do you normally meet people? Yeah, and I feel that I don't think it's over either, but I do think that he definitely he's being a little bit stubborn, I feel, or a little bit, I guess, he doesn't know how to handle things emotionally, I feel. Mm. Mm. I met him in high school. But yeah, stubborn firm is what he's being. We'll start with collective message, I suppose. And you can continue speaking about this experience if you would like. My thoughts are you can do whatever you want to do. I mean, that's truly what I believe is that really I believe that there are infinite timelines of existence, and this is proven by Albert Einstein and his theory of relativity. So there's infinite timelines, and so it's like you can do whatever you want to do. That's the beauty of being a human being. I feel that maybe there's things that are in your, I feel honestly I would just go out and meet other people, you know, and see what's out there. Really kind of use this time to explore, but that's just what I would do. It's also like, are you someone who's extroverted in that way, you know? Are you like someone who's just ready, like, I don't know. I feel that you really like this person. And so I do believe that there's just this a pull that you have on each other, you know? So I feel that you are someone that, this one is calling to me. You are someone, you just really like this person or love this person, you know? And so I feel that, yeah, you can probably maybe go out and see people, but I believe that you will kind of do anything to like make it work, you know? I don't feel it's in this weird way, but it just feels like it's in this very like, I feel a lot of energy in your heart chakra, basically. I got that one's calling to me. It's just, I don't know, because I feel, like I said, it's really interesting, you guys together. You have interesting things. No. They're like, be more specific, Gina. I'm just like, she can do whatever she wants to do. That's what I truly believe. But I would personally, I definitely would just go out and explore. But I don't think your heart will really be in it, you know? Unless you really truly meet someone that like sparks your interest. But that's like it's a rare thing, honestly, for someone to truly spark your interest. And so it's just like, are you, I feel that part of yourself would be going through the motions, you know, but I feel that also it is about going through the motions. So I don't know. I would say meet people, but you probably won't meet anyone that sparks your fancy like he does. So just be open. We have innovation, which is really interesting. Have fun and experiment. And that's what I was saying. I feel like this is more just like experimenting for you. inventing something that surprises and has never existed before, and possibly that leading to something. Who knows? But I'm not. I just feel more of a loose energy. All right. Oh, we have secrets. Whoa. Wow. We have overwhelm. And we have beliefs. I know. We have beliefs here. All right. So this is the collective message for the day. Secrets, overwhelm, beliefs. These are all honestly seeming. I guess secrets can overwhelm you. Secrets can lead to beliefs or lack of beliefs, honestly. Beliefs. We all have certain beliefs that help us or can trap us and keep us from moving toward creative solutions. Really tying into this innovation card. We have trust here. Really interesting. It's almost like they're talking to you because we have trust with delay behind it. It's really funny. But anyways, this collective message. We're not talking about anything specific here. But I feel the secrets and overwhelm are connected, and I feel the overwhelm and beliefs are connected. I'm not seeing the connection between secrets and beliefs, but I know that having secrets can impact the way you believe certain things. And I guess that kind of ties in, that can tie into a whole collective message about how humanity has been, I want to use the correct wording here. Humanity has been lulled into a deep sleep about the secret of our origin. In my opinion, secrets, it says, conceal plans and action from those not ready to accept you as you are. And it's really interesting because I also can pivot and say, is humanity truly ready for the secrets of the origins, you know? And then we have belief here. Again, I'm not really seeing the connection between secrets and beliefs, but again, we all have certain beliefs that can help us or that can trap us. And that's very, very true. I call them thought forms, thought patterns, mental, whatever. What you believe is often what is projected into reality. And I think with overwhelm here, sandwiched in the middle, it says the work we love can leave us feeling burdened, drained, and burnt out, among other problems. Definitely can relate to that card. But related to the overall vibe, I guess. I don't know, that one, I feel the interpretation's interesting, but I guess not taking into account so much the interpretation, how even our belief systems can overwhelm the fuck out of us, and also kind of leading not to secrets per se, but to hidden solutions or hidden answers, I suppose is the right word there. Being esoteric is so much fun. Everyone always knows what I'm talking about. But really, it's just talking about the human psyche and how we are easily overwhelmed by what we believe in and what we can believe. And how, according to some people, I suppose, I would love to do, honestly, a scientific test with if-then statements about this portion, but creating what we want based on belief. So yeah, it's really interesting. I really like this seemingly mishmash collective message, but it all makes a little bit of sense, and I'll show you the cards here because I think seeing them kind of gives you more insight into them. Secrets, overwhelm, beliefs. And they play off each other in this weird way. They do. This is the back of that one. This is really pretty. But yeah, I really honestly, I do feel this overwhelm card here because that's how I love doing, readings for you guys. I love being online for you guys and doing this type of thing. But people tend to only respond to one type of reading. And I'm just past that point, And I don't want to feel overwhelmed and annoyed and frustrated because I love doing my cards. I was just thinking how it was something I've always been interested in, but definitely never allowed to express. I guess a lot of religious censorship, we'll say. Um, um, but yeah, that was the collective message. It was kind of all over the place, honestly, but I feel that's how the energy has been. I know for me personally, I woke up feeling so irritated these last 2 days, or day or two. And I'm like, why? Because I felt so awesome during the full moon, which was Saturday or Sunday, one of the days. I felt really good. And so I'm like, why am I like back? But I think it kind of jives with the overall collective message there. Yes, it's all very interesting. I guess I'm gonna stay about 45 minutes. If no one comes through, I will end today. I wonder if I should go back to scheduling them. Oh, this one is really pretty. And this one is Drew My Interest. And it says, creative people can be inspired by sharing and stimulating creativity and others. I definitely would like to do some collaborations with other people. We'll see if that happens. Hello, welcome. Hello, Glam. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for donating. Is actually just about to repost. But yeah, I would love to collaborate with people. But I have to find those people to collaborate with. And I also did not post my PayPal link. So give me a second. Because the one that is there tends to not work apparently. Yeah, like I think I kind of I just feel this like honestly this undying loyalty And I feel, I don't know whom I'm feeling it more from, you know, but I definitely, there's just something about this person, this connection, that I'm just like, I feel almost mainly a nonchalant energy towards it, because I feel that it's pretty significant for you, I suppose, or something. I just feel this sense of like not worrying about it, or like I just feel this sense of ease whenever I tap into. And again, I don't know if that's because like it's with him or with someone else, but I feel just this sense of like, I don't know, just nonchalance because you're telling me, and I definitely feel your emotion, but I'm like, I just feel like good on the inside about it. And again, I don't know if this is you with him specifically or you with someone else, but I just feel this sense of like it's all gonna work out and it's gonna be fine. So I just feel good. You're telling me that you like broke, you guys, you know, aren't together, and I'm like, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay. I don't know. And I feel that's mainly because it's for him, it's really internal what's happening right now. I mean, internal's effed up. Your question, did you send your question too? Or no, you didn't. That's good. And I continue, like, I guess, being in that feeling. Like I said, this loyalty thing. I think one of you guys are Leos, I believe. I don't know. Someone has that energy prominent in their chart. Do push your question, Glam, by the way. And we'll see how this new little thing I'm doing. So I'm excited to do it again. You guys ever had water that just tastes so amazing? And it's like you're just being refreshed from like literally the inside out, but like, I don't know, this is my gym water I have in here. And it's just like the most best water I've ever had. Not really, that's a lie. There was this one person's water. It was like from a spring that we have around here. Also really good water. Water is not created equally, unfortunately. So it's been a while. Jay actually made things official after I walked away. How he's feeling about our relationship. Was that, by the way, because we follow each other on Instagram. Was that him on your stories the other day? I think you were like out somewhere, and like you had a picture of a drink or something, or just a restaurant or something. I don't know, because you don't really post much on your stories. But I think you posted something. So I don't just, what was that? I wanted to ask, but I'm like, I don't want to all be all up in our business. And I'm like, I don't know. I asked myself, but I'm like, that's not really your business either. So I don't know. I'm just like, was it? Tell me, let me know. Oh, that was him. Okay, gotcha. I figured that was him, but I'm like, I don't know. But I'll ask later. All right, so how is he currently feeling? How is Jay feeling about this relationship? You said we're celebrating making things official. All right, so we have death here. We have the Ace of Wands. Someone had a good time, if that time was had. If not, maybe that time will be had soon. The Ace of Wands there. We have Judgment. Yeah. And his overall feelings in one card, please. Yeah, I'm like, I feel so like, not out of practice, but just weird doing readings again. We have the Magician. Oh, we have the Ace of Cups. Bottom of the deck, the Two of Coins, the Seven of Wands, the Seven of Swords, the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups. I feel that he still has a lot going through his head about this connection, but I think you walking away was like a wake-up call to him, because we have Judgment here, and Judgment's the ultimate wake-up call card of the deck. I feel that he's still learning how to navigate things with you, is really what I'm feeling. I'm feeling he's like, okay, like almost like he's learning to walk in a certain sense. I don't know if this is his like first serious connection, or just connection where he's had to like grow so much, because we do have Death card. I like this position, honestly. I feel that it's in a very strong, this is like it's almost like this is one era, like you were saying before you broke up with or what you said. This is one era of your relationship, and this is the other era, and I'm seeing a really strong chemistry happening here, and that's what he's feeling. But I feel again like this person is, or he is, learning how to like walk basically, or learning how to just be fluid in a relationship. The Judgment and the Magician here, I feel that he's figuring it out. Okay, that makes sense. He's just like, he's figuring it out, you know, and it's almost like he's kind of learning on the job, you know, and so like he feels this spark and passion and connection. And then there's also this, just again, he's having to learn how to walk, so it gets a little bit daunting for him, I feel. But also he's definitely up for the challenge. And I feel this Magician card is him like because you're saying this is his first commitment, so I feel like it's, because I want to say this, but it's almost like he's learning, like, the word is manipulation that's coming to mind, and it's not in this like nasty, sinister way, you know, but it's like he's learning his words, and he's learning how to like communicate, and he's learning like the phrasing is manipulate his words. And I don't want you to be like, so is he like, you know, like manipulating me? Because I'm not getting that vibe, but it's almost like he's just like, he's having to fully respond to you, I feel, or having, it's almost like, again, a wake-up call. He's having to fully respond, and it's like, oh shit, I'm learning, you know? And so there is this sense of like, it being kind of robotic for him a little bit, or just kind of not as fluid, you know, as a seasoned lover versus someone who's just beginning to understand what that means. We have the Emperor here with Death. I feel that he's still highly, highly financially motivated individual here, coming in with Death. I feel like that's like rising to the plate, rising to the challenge. He's been in other relationships but said never met someone like me. I feel that definitely that's how he feels, because I feel this sense of newness happening here with this Judgment Magician combination. It feels very unique. Wow, we have Death here again. It is Scorpio season. Judgment. And Death was clarifying the Ace of Wands. And also this might be an unparalleled sexual connection for him as well. We have first all major arcana. So this person is going through a major change and shift in their lives in general. And I think that you are like, with you being here, the Pope, the High Priestess, excuse me, I feel that he's basically having to rise to your energy. And it's quite the challenge. You're like, it's just quite the experience, you know? The Magician. The Magician. We have the Ace of Cups here again. So we have 2 repeat cards, Death and the Ace of Cups. And that's kind of beautiful. That's like being reborn and reborn and reborn again in love. That's kind of cute. We have the 5 of Cups here. The 8 of Wands. The Queen of Pentacles. That's definitely your energy. And the 2 of Pentacles. I feel that he still feels a little bit unstable. Especially compared to you. And so he's like, oh, I have to... He just knows that there's a certain energy that you bring. And it, like you were saying, I think you said that it is quite different from other people he's been with. Yeah, you're in a league of your own, it seems. Wow. Like an imprint that you have on this person. It's really cute. So overall, I feel that he may be feeling overwhelmed by this energy, actually. But overall, I think he's like really just up for the challenge. He's like there and he's like, okay, I'm going to do this. But it's very like... He's still thinking. He's still very much like in the head about it. But it's not in this weird way. It's just in this like way of like... Almost like having to reparent himself. But like in love. You know? If that makes any sense. Alright, so give me his overall dominant energy here, please. That star. Yes, this one. We have accomplishment here. Remember past accomplishments as a way to overcome present self-doubt. And I feel this is really, it's like we have the, what was it? Death, the Emperor, Ace of Wands, Death. He's really like, he's kind of hard on himself, actually, I feel. And then I feel that he can like almost be a little bit, like he can crush his spirit indirectly, I feel a little bit sometimes. And it's, I guess it's coming up in relation to you because like everything affects everything. Everything is like just this swirling mass of like every butterfly effect basically. So I feel that this is about the financial side of things really and his like overall internal landscape a little bit. And how that's how that's changed a lot since he's met you. Counsel. We have seek out the counsel of those whose lives and creative work you most admire. I feel that he can find counsel in you. And he maybe honestly even looks up to you. This is very cute. It's like, I feel like this is like kind of the saying iron sharpening iron. Where like he's kind of like standing up to like not only the internal pressures that he feels, but to you. And not in this like confrontational way, but just like, you know what you bring to the table, you know, and then he has to like match that or be above it, you know. So like, oh. All right, and a card of advice, please, for Miss Elena and this connection. Okay, we have 2 here. We have observer. And we have loyal heart. So I feel this is that like really supportive energy to where it's really supportive where you see nothing but unconditional love and, you know, support. But then you also don't make excuses for this person. You don't make, you like, it's like you don't get down on their shortcomings, but like, it's just also, I guess it's holding them accountable. And yeah, so I guess holding him accountable but while also having this really open, loving affection for him, you know? And I feel that you do that anyway, so yeah. Yeah, I really feel that he looks up to you and like looks for that connection. Definitely. He's really cute. He's like, he's really cute. He's, I don't know, he's the evolved, I guess people can evolve, people can change. And then definitely with all these Scorpio, with all this death here, he's definitely changing, evolving, transforming, you know? Oh, they said that he's learning to speak from the heart more. And that's why when I was saying he's like learning to manipulate, he's not like, and it's not in that, wasn't in the bad way. It's because he's learning to like, he's learning his to like speak from the heart more, basically, learning to be more connected to the heart center and like speak from that area. Huh. Sometimes, and that's what frustrates me. Sometimes I'm laying in bed and then I like get a new angle or a new interpretation on reading, like especially for if you still hear you I speak, I get a new interpretation and I'm like, fuck, why didn't I say that? So I'm happy that came through because sometimes I like scold myself. I'm like, Gina, why didn't you say that? Because that was a good way to like, you know, it's like we get what they're saying, but like it comes in so differently, and so you have to almost like, you know, unwind it and then put it back together again. Oh, that's awesome. That's how you understood it. So cool. Yeah, he's learning to speak his heart's language and it's foreign to him. So he's like, I have to like almost learning to speak, but learning it's really cute. He's so adorable. He's like so willing to change. Gosh, this is a really interesting man because and you know, I had my opinions about him, but he's really rising to the challenge. He's like the what is it? The Bible says the fruit from the tear or the wheat from the tear. The wheat from the tear. God, that sounds so country. He's the good one. He's the good one. Yes, anyone can ask a question. I will again post today's special, what we're doing. And honestly, I completely disregarded my little system here that I have. But the energy definitely was more complex. I would say this is definitely more of an emotional experience for him. Also spiritual. I would say that this is definitely more so of an internal experience for him, but it's definitely being translated externally as well. His internal dialogue is like it's like kind of like Dory saying let's keep swimming, but it's like let's keep building, let's keep growing. He's really just again kind of hard on himself a little bit, but it's like it's really admirable in my opinion. External guidance. That one we already did. All right. Yeah. That was this is my like new card as to how to gather data from a tarot reading. And I again forgot, but it's still relevant. It's really interesting. But yes, people who ask about questions, those were the prices today. And the donation or the link is pinned. That was a really nice reading. I really liked that. No. I guess I don't know. During the full moon and new moon is will be the only time that I would offer that service. So that's the plan to. I guess I should probably schedule that one in, but I also need to plan that trip, so I need to know where I'm going to be at. Kind of, not really, but I'd like to know. But yes, basically only during the new moon and full moon are unpaid readings. But yeah, like I said, I speak. I sometimes get like different interpretations, and I'm like, fuck, why didn't I say that? And that was your reading too. I lay in bed, and then tarot readers will relate. You lay in bed, and some readings haunt you because you did not say the right thing. But that's just also like how chaotic human language is. Honestly, it can be interesting trying to like communicate. They haunt you. you love that person so much. It's so cute. I was like, wow. I guess not true love does exist, but it does exist, I suppose. I'm like, where's the quantifiable data to prove this? As you will soon come to understand if you hang out with me for long enough, I'm very quirky. Very, very quirky. I also, because like whenever I'm like live, all of the little ideas about readings come to me, or like little like things I need to do to like explain why I don't do certain things anymore. Like for example, why I don't offer yes or no readings anymore, because I want to like, a part of myself wants to make me available for those types of things, but it's a gimmick, in my opinion. So I'm like, why would I offer that as a free service, Doesn't make any sense to me. Like I said, very weird person. Indeed, indeed. Are you feeling more emotionally, are you feeling more emotionally clear, I speak? One of my favorite crystals. It's the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. Well, one of the most, I suppose. Love it. But yes, do you like, are you still, just I don't know, how are you feeling about things now, I guess is really what I'm asking. After like talking about it a little bit. You're so funny. I think that JP knows that. I don't want to say like, I just feel that you're one of a kind. We're all one of a kind, technically, I suppose, but he should be able to know. I feel that he knows that, so we'll see. One of a kind. Well, you are also allowed to express yourself, and maybe it's okay to be vulnerable, even if it's scary. I'm like, wow, Gina, what are you saying? But yeah, it's okay to be vulnerable, even though it's scary. And someone who is truly empathic and truly like, they can really see the impact. And so it's like, I feel it should make the bond grow tighter. And it should. Like if someone called me crying, I'm like, oh my god, what happened? Like I would be on alert, so he's a really interesting person. I guess all men are very, very interesting people in general. Do you think it was foolish of me for calling him instead of not making him chase me? I was crying because I don't want to lose him. I believe that you can't do anything too much when you're loved by someone, really. I guess it's kind of radical, you know, but I don't think it was foolish of you to call him crying. I believe it was very vulnerable for you to do that, but not foolish. And I don't think it's foolish to express how you're feeling to someone that you love. And maybe just understanding that expressing yourself in an emotional distraught state to someone is an act of bravery, really, because I'm not someone that would do that, you know. I think it was very brave and very vulnerable, and not foolish. Definitely not foolish. And instead of making him chase you, I don't know. A man always chases what he wants. You know. I feel that. I just see the way that beauty and loving someone and liking someone can have an impact on them, and so it's just like, I don't know. I don't think you can mess something like that up if it's true love. If it's true love, you know. But I don't think it's. I don't know. I guess I've unwittingly changed a lot about what I believe, like the chasing, wanting, running dynamic. You know, like men. Like I do believe that men pursue what they want, and I also believe that they won't stop pursuing what they want just because said pursued thing is, I don't know. I just feel that the dynamic is um it's really interesting explaining what I see. The dynamic is kind of untouchable, I suppose. And with, I guess, in true polarity, the dynamic is untouchable because I just, it's that raw, you know, oomph, you know? Maybe not, I don't know, but it's something that I feel is untouchable because it's so subconscious, perhaps, you know? And especially, I feel that you're someone that does the work. Actually, I watched a little bit of your YouTube. You didn't know that, did you? But I did. I'm like, wow. Just like hearing you speak and things. You speaking, that was very cool. So yeah, in short, no, it wasn't foolish of you. And as far as making chase, I feel that it's a very primal subconscious thing that is just very primal and subconscious, you know? So yeah. I have very interesting viewpoints and everything. I'm not saying like, you know, slobber, like, you know, go ape shit, but some things aren't that fragile, I suppose. You're so funny. I wish I walked away. Huh? Mm, you're good. And you're welcome. think there's a lot of ways that we can view things. And I don't know, I just feel that when there's like when there's that primal attraction, I don't know that there's much you can do that could be, you know, detrimental, because there's just that like, fuck, I want to be with you. And I feel that you definitely have that towards him. And he seems to have that towards you, but he seems to be more quiet or more shy, we'll say, about expressing it. Mm. I feel that he knows your emotional. He's acclimated to that, I feel. You know, to like, I'm not saying you're emotional or anything, but I feel that he like understands that it's like about who you are. Not chasing him, it's like you're just expressing yourself. I think it's normal to express yourself and to express how you feel in a relationship without it being like, oh, this is running, or this is chasing. It's like, well, damn, I value you so much, you know? I don't want to lose our friendship. And that should mean a lot to him, actually. But yeah, I don't think it's chasing per se, just like letting the other person know that you value them and the situation. Obviously not, again, there's always, they say that there's a thin line between love and hate. There could be a thin line between, you know, chasing and whatnot, but obviously you can do too much, but I don't think you were. I think it was just like kind of a normal reaction. And it's good that he reassured you as well. And so hopefully his actions continue to align with what he's saying. That's going to be the, I guess, that's going to be the ringer, you know, or what to look out for. So that sounds so insidious. I didn't want to say that, but language, but actions matching up. But you know, I'm like, I guess I'm becoming like, I guess more okay with like, I don't know, just with, or just more loose, I suppose, in dynamics of things and how they're supposed to be versus how they're not. And I guess there's some things we can keep, you know, but I'm glad that he gave you that reassurance, and again, I hope that he continues to show that as well as express it as well. I guess one, you know, since everyone has not everyone has relationship stuff, but I would do relationship readings or like relationship advice. Probably. That'd be fun. It's like I feel that I give such good, like, I give such good advice, but you know, but I think I give pretty good advice, or just a different perspective of things. I always try to approach things with innovation, with internal innovation. Yeah. I feel that that will do him a lot of good too, because he's very interesting. He was very complex internally, like I said, a lot going on. So thank you. I try to. I do try to like just you have to see like from every perspective, and then like try to be like the most neutral. One of you guys are Leos, I believe. I think that's what you said. Oh, that's at least what I'm believing in my head. I like doing this to clear my mind aura, I guess. So like, you know, my brain. Clear my brain, but it's really the third eye chakra and throat a little bit. Okay, what do you want to know? Actually, I want to do that spread with you too, which is really what this spread should be, but I just honestly keep forgetting. This should be a half, fuck, what is it called? It's a Celtic. This should be a mini Celtic reading, technically. I have been doing it that way. Oops. So I've been forgetting it. Okay. Okay. There you go. You just want to do the overall energies in your love life, or? Okay. And this actually gives you an extra card too. Shh, don't tell anyone. Everyone got a good reading, you know, but don't tell anyone. We did forget. Alright, so this is going to be a mini Celtic for the question. Advice from our spirit team on relationship with JP. Anything you need to know about what's to come. Alright, so we have coming in the world. The World is a really complex card. I really honestly hate getting major arcana, but we'll see. The situation. We have the High Priestess. Then we have her softening things. You have Four of Wands. And this is your action. Huh. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, actually, this is more than I thought. Okay. So I'm just getting my shit together on my end. You have King of Swords. This came out in your reading yesterday as the last card. Five of Cups. That is Mars and Scorpio, by the way. I know all of my Scorpio cards because Scorpio, Mars and Scorpio. And then the Six of Cups is Sun and Scorpio, Seven of Cups. Don't know that one. We're gonna find out together. Doesn't really matter. Venus and Scorpio. All right, and next 6 months. 10 of Coins. All right, and the core question here. Okay. So I was reading more. Alright, so again we have the World, the High Priestess, the Four of Wands, King of Swords, Five of Cups, and the Ten of Coins. Bottom of the deck, the Eight of Swords, the Emperor, Seven of Swords, the Queen of Cups. I feel that the main core advice here from Spirit on your relationship with JP, I just see here an opening happening, particularly in your heart chakra. And it's almost like I'm seeing it kind of like pride open in a certain sense, but I feel the core, especially in relation to the situation, approaching it from this place of peace and tranquility. I know it sounds really freaking cliche, but the world, it does speak of possibly being challenged with this, and definitely with the Eight of Swords, Seven of Swords, a lot of like mental chaos. That's all. So doing this, a lot of mental jibber jabbering, you know. And I just feel like they're saying like I just feel this underlying current of calm beneath everything, and I don't know if you're feeling this too. But I do feel like, and they're saying like anchor yourself there, and as things come up, you know, release, purge, etc. But there's this sense of anchoring yourself in the sense of calm that I feel that you have internally, or at least I'm seeing somewhat in the cards. I feel that maybe you could like oscillate between being in like this very like calm and collected state, and then more chaotic, or just more in your head about things, more like Five of Cups, Eight of Swords, and then it's more stereotypical sense, you know. And even the Five of Cups here being in the position of asset, which is, this is an asset, you know, something that you can use to grow, use to change, use to evolve. And the Five of Cups talks about needing to have faith, and also discovering yourself, discovering new emotions, and maybe being in a time of challenge, you know, but understanding that there's always this sense of malleability. And I feel that this could be a time to like maybe definitely remaining emotionally flexible, definitely doing healing, etc., etc. We all, even when you're in a relationship, need to have that like self-concept, mindset work, etc. That's just, it's highly important to have an intact sense of identity. And I'm not saying you do or don't, but I'm seeing here that kind of evolving through this process. And basically the Five of Cups talks about new, like socially, things shifting, things changing, there being new feelings, and it's more elevated state, we'll say, the less known meaning. And so I feel that definitely as an opportunity, it's just like there's just sense of emergence is what I'm feeling here. And then we have as your goal, I believe this card is action and goal. The Four of Wands, action, goal, King of Swords. And the King of Swords does carry this certain tranquility about him. It's interesting to me that you got this as his feeling yesterday, and it's here again. I guess maybe we shouldn't connect two readings together. But for me it's interesting. I feel that this card coming in as a goal in relation to your question, as advice, I don't know, because the King of Swords can be quite cold, but it's also, he is someone that sees things clearly and objectively, and there's just this sense of calm, I guess, and going back to tranquility. And even the Four of Wands here, tranquility. I feel the core message here is tranquility and calm, and not like forcing yourself into that state, but rather allowing the path to be opened for you to embody that state. And I feel that's the High Priestess coming back in. So I feel a lot of like development here happening personally and spiritually as well. Ending with the 10 of coins next 6 months. That's really good. I feel like this is the word recapitulation came to mind, but I don't think that's quite right. But it's almost like I'm seeing an image of you guys, but like it's faint or whatever. But it's like it's a new image or something, or just it's something about like we have something new emerging. So I guess that's what it is. But there's just a sense of newness, and fullness and happiness, etc., etc. So I'm going to go ahead and clarify. Schlork, the creator, welcome from Japan. Thank you so much for joining. Your energy, well, oh, and I guess going through my little list here, the energy is, I would say, more complex. I would say this is definitely more of an emotional, spiritual experience. Also having some physical symptoms. Internal dialogue that you may experience at this time. I do feel like there's a sense of loss that you may be undertaking currently, and this sense of like almost being on a precipice of something new, something different. But I feel this like overlying, it's this overlying and undercurrent even of this tranquility. This high priestess energy for me is dominating the reading, and I feel that the high priestess is like a miniature or a more expanded version of the King of Swords here, and kind of the Four of Wands too, but the High Priestess is really the dominant energy here. We have the World again. I always freak out when that happens a little bit. We have the Nine of Swords. This is it's really interesting because I was saying the other day, I feel the Nine of Swords is the toughest sword you can get, basically. And so again, like just not undercutting how you're truly feeling in order to attain a higher state, but I just feel basically a higher state of consciousness emerging from the situation, especially if like, I don't know how spiritual you are, you know, but I just feel like something emerging from this, and like it's ascending a new foundation for yourself. We have here the Eight of Wands. And I feel even like him responding to this new energy that you're emitting. I don't know. Have you heard about archetypes? I feel that you would be someone that would definitely embody their archetype really well. And we have the Four of Cups. Again, another misunderstood card here on the table. I like the Four of Cups because it speaks of a solid foundation, a solid connection. One that has a lot of integrity. And with the Eight of Wands here, I feel that it gives it a lot of movement. Oh, so you know your archetype. I feel they're saying something, well, I'm just getting into my archetype, so that's probably influencing what they're saying. But I feel that was into that because there's something maybe about working with your archetype more, or just something. I feel that you would be someone that could really like bring your archetype to life, if that makes any sense. And women do that every day, you know, so if that makes sense to you. But yeah, I feel the Eight of Wands gives a lot of life and movement to this Four of Cups. And also I feel that the connection that you guys have for each other could basically be the oil or the substance that kind of just like breaks up the bullshit. We have the Page of Cups. No, you didn't get this yesterday. I did a reading yesterday. This card came out. And I feel this kind of really embodies his energy. Definitely with the Ace of Swords behind that too. This is a very strong combination, but also weak combination. Because, the Four of Wands again here. I like that. But a very strong combination because it's very, like, dutiful. But it's also pretty weak because I feel that there's just this like fear here, and I feel that it's coming. I mean, I think it's from you a little bit, but it's also I was getting more of his energy here, honestly, like him showing up more as this Page of Cups with the Ace of Swords behind it. And I feel that it's like making the best decision that you can with the information that you have at the time. you know, type of situation. So yeah, so now we're gonna pull your card from here, and then your last card of advice from the other deck. But yeah, it looks, you know, I just feel the spiritual journey is being highlighted here, and it looks really good, you know, I'm not saying it doesn't, but I also feel the surrounding energy of like fear and just like the heart stuff, you know, that's going on, like the subconscious stories, for lack of better words. I know what this card is already. Didn't know what that card was. I lost. Anyways, we'll see if that one comes back out. Alright, so one card of advice, please. We have manifestation here. Soon you may manifest a goal you focus your spiritual energies upon. And I was saying this being like a very spiritual, like, I just feel a very spiritual journey for you. And so it's really interesting that we got this card here. And also the card direction came out, but I picked that one. So yeah, but we also have delay here. Bottom, distractions, change. It's funny. But I really feel that manifestation card. And also it says, confront the natural tendency to delay the finishing of creative endeavors. So maybe you have some creative endeavors that you can sink your teeth into at this time to bring more life into. I feel this manifestation card is about him. And I also feel that it's about other things in your life as well. It's really interesting because I feel his energy is so strong here, but it's also so much in the background. So it's really... So I was saying, like, the undercurrent and overcurrent as well. All right, so one card of advice, please. Or, I guess, advice. We have exchanging gifts. You know, every time I see this card, I just feel this jolt of hostility. It's the law of giving and receiving, though. It's the law of attraction. We have her clean it up. And I feel this is, like I was saying, self-concept and I know you're really into that kind of stuff too, because like I said, I watched you speak a little bit. It's like I speak. But yeah, I know you're kind of like into that kind of stuff, so I know you understand. And we also have imagine here and new life here as well. So, but I'm gonna get more on this core card of advice here, this exchanging gifts energy. I'm gonna use the book for that one. Law of giving and receiving, trade-offs, weighing costs, and determining value. Okay, the relationship message. Love is an exchange of life force energy between two beings. It grows exponentially when it's reciprocated. And I was saying, making sure that his actions are following what he's saying. So that came in again. You must give and receive in order for love to flourish and abundance to flow between you. Spirit wants you to start accepting all blessings waiting for you, as well as offer the same in return. And I feel this weird because I feel this is about him, but I also feel that it's about like endeavors outside of him and like your creative shit, you know, you're creative. Because I feel that, I don't know, there's something about you. I speak that I just get this certain like spiritual radiance from, and I don't know how like quote deep you are into spirituality, but I feel this just sense of like, I guess, mysticism around you. And you said you do know your archetype, so what is your archetype? And what archetype do you think I am? If I don't know how much you know about them, I don't know too much, but what archetype are you? I'm really interested to know, and I'll tell you mine. Yeah, I have that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing like a lot of energy being into that. Open your heart and allow it to be filled. Let love in and let it flow out of you too. Love is truly yours today. Beautiful. So like I said, this card is really weird because it speaks of like this pulley system, I feel. But yeah, I don't know it yet. Oh, you don't know it yet. I need to find out what my archetype is. Okay, gotcha. I don't know. I feel that you have a very powerful one. Maybe you're a lover girl. Maybe you're a lover girl for real. I know that I am a maiden archetype, apparently. I want to take the test again just to be sure, like, I get the same one. I'm pretty sure I will, though, but I'm the maiden archetype. So, young, free-spirited, and think Persephone. Yeah. I like the archetype. And my secondary archetype is, of course, the mystic. I thought I was going to be dominant mystic, honestly, but it was the maiden and then the mystic. Like, okay. And then the lover as well, but I'm not lover girl. Maiden. I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Makes the most sense, actually, because I love not having responsibility. I love not being tied down, you know? I like being free. But I guess that's all from this reading. Like I said, I think the spiritual journey is really being highlighted here. And I just feel the sense that everything else will fall into place. And like I said, you know the self-concept stuff. You know all that stuff. Like, you're very much into it. So, it's like, she's leading herself. It is cool. I found out from this one site, there's not much information on it, honestly, which is interesting. But honestly, you do see the underlying archetypes, especially when you watch like celebrities and stuff, because they always match them to celebrities, and you can definitely see certain celebrities carry this like certain dominant energy about them. So you can see the archetypes. And also, this is Carl Jung. This is like his thing where he developed the archetype and their meanings and whatnot, you know, so yeah. I just love, like, I don't know, I guess learning about the human and the human experience and shit that goes with it, you know? You're welcome. I hope you enjoyed your reading, and I hope that it brought you soul evolution and also clarity as well. I think I think both of you guys are like tied to each other. Not indefinitely, but you guys both are, you both pretty much love, well, pretty much. You guys both love each other. Even if he's shy to admit it. Yeah, I don't think I like any page. But I guess some pages. But in a relationship, reading a page with an ace, that's so hesitant. I'm just thinking of all the combinations of aces and pages. Maybe the page of wands with the ace of wands would be nice. But not really. You do. But we honestly, you say that, but literally we all do. It's such a human thing to do. And I guess part of it's also like accepting that we do these things and like redirecting that behavior towards something that's more productive and positive. And you're drinking. Of course, girl. Of course. Yeah, but needing to know the answers and just kind of, I guess, flowing. It can be hard, especially in matters of the heart, because we love security in that area. But I guess that's where that faith comes in. And that's what the high priestess is. She definitely embodies spirit, but she has definitely that foundation of faith. That's why I like her. And of course, again, I drink water. It's so weird smiling and not seeing braces. Oh my gosh, I'm like still getting used to it. And also, I like have this new way of doing affirmations. And so I'm just excited to first, I guess, script it to employ it, you know? But we'll see how it goes. I hope to share. It's like I have all these little ideas, but I'm like, I need to like test them out before I fully share them. And I actually need to make, still like need to make that grounding video. I do, by the way, have a new video up where it's the Sanskrit method of grounding, which is, I feel that, I mean, I've always been grounded-ish, but I feel more grounded since using that meditation. But I also have been doing Dentian work. Dentian is Chinese philosophy. But I feel so much grounded, so much more grounded since doing these practices. So, yeah, I don't know. A lot of it's I wish we had better access to things here in the USA, like, I guess, medicine and ancient stuff. I would have to like go there or something. I don't know. Basically, my goal, or one of my life goals, is to study with a yogi. That would be awesome. I tried grounding myself. Watch the video. Oh, go to my Instagram. It's on there too. It's a Sanskrit chant that they do. I just meditate to meditate, but I can't ground, so I gave up. So what do you? Because I guess if you don't feel grounded, you must feel like anxious, kind of like out of your body, etc., etc. I also feel that women, we need to also ground not only from our root chakra, but also from our sacral too, because we're so emotional. You know, we're emotional beings, but we really are. And we need to also ground from that area. So I would say try grounding at nighttime with the moon. Like, try stargazing. And then imagine the energy entering into your sacral chakra. Just imagine like, oh, the sky's energy, the moon energy, the star energy is going into my sacral chakra. And just, I guess depending on where you live at, actually, just like, let's lay there, or like, just, I don't know. But I know that whenever I moon gaze, well, first, I always feel so alive at nighttime. My God, I get like a surge of energy. And I also feel a little bit more grounded at nighttime, so mostly. But yeah, I feel that women may or may not need to ground through their sacral chakra. But it may only be specific to me, so. You should. I don't want you to give up. I feel there's something that will work for you. Do you have a salt cave in your area? I know salt caves can be really super, super grounding, actually. And hello from the UK, Angel. Hello from USA. Thank you so much for joining Elementals Tarot. I hope you are having an amazing, amazing Wednesday. But yeah, you should keep trying. It feels really good to be grounded. But then you definitely notice when you're not. I have found one. I haven't found one, no. God, you don't have a salt thingy-mabob? A salt cave? It's so fucking grounding. Alright, so I guess you would have to immolate a salt cave. So I put that, I can tell you now, I suppose, but I could also film it because I've been meaning to, because it is super grounding. What I do is I put on a sock, and then I take another sock and I put pink Himalayan salt in it. And then I sit outside and I just like breathe with my feet, you know, like acting like the breath is going up to my feet. That's super grounding. Oh, and you have one. You should go. You will and just depending on how much it is, because they can be kind of expensive, honestly. But I will say that my experiences, I've been there twice, I believe. And even though I didn't maintain being grounded, unfortunately, I was very, very grounded. Upon leaving. The salt's very interesting. I love standing on tree trunks. definitely, I love doing that. And I also like rocking, like, so just standing on a rock. That feels really good too. But yes, I love tree trunks. Or just like putting my feet on the tree trunk, even if it's not cut down. There's 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 a lot of ways to ground, but really there's not. You just have to find what works for you, and that can be interesting. I guess you're finding that interesting challenge. Trees are awesome, indeed. I think I was telling someone, I think moving here has made me an officially a tree hugger. I actually hug them and talk to them, and yeah, like wow, moving here has changed me in a good way. I'm more conscientious now. Mm. I do too, hugging them. It does make sense because I definitely do. It's weird. I feel connected to the earth, but I don't feel connected as much to humanity at large. I mean, I know that I am, but like to feel that connection, I just feel like aloof a little bit from humanity. Uh, are you closer to any ley lines? That's also a good question. I know that I am, I believe. And that's what makes this place really special where I'm at. So yeah, that could also be something too. And also forest bathing could help too. Stellar Gateway. Who are you asking that to? And is the Stellar Gateway like a chakra or something? Hot showers. They say actually it's cold showers that are grounding. I find both to be super grounding. I definitely prefer a hot shower, but honestly, a cold plunge, especially a cold plunge in winter time, it's nothing unlike it because honestly, you get out of the bath and it's like so warm and it's like, whoa, I'm warm right now and it's like 40 degrees outside. What the hell? But I do like a cold plunge. It does force you to breathe. I don't know how long I lasted. It wasn't that long. uh, yeah. But yeah, elementals. Was that for me? And also describe stellar gateway. Is that a chakra? What is that? I guess the answer would be no, but I am curious as to what it is. God, just saying that makes me want a hot shower. Just because. Just because. A hot shower and look at those nice hotels. I love hotel showers for some reason. I don't know. I guess I have to build myself up, like the stand-up ones. Hi, can I pursue my ambition? It's a general question because there's a problem. Thank you so much for asking your question. I guess I will have to post this here again. So funny seeing yourself back. From a metaphysical standpoint, all timelines exist, past, present, future, as one thing. So yes, you can pursue your ambition because of that simple fact that there are many timelines that exist. You just have to operate and or have that perspective from that timeline. What are you doing for Thanksgiving? Probably nothing. I don't want to go home. I don't want to be around family. So probably nothing. I'll probably go to, you know what I'll do probably most likely? Go to the gym and work out. Probably play violin. That's like my idea of a good time. But yeah, probably not much. You know, we've never really did holidays growing up, and this is the one holiday that we actually did do. But I just never was really enthusiastic about it. I'm like, I don't give a fuck about Thanksgiving. I mean, I don't, you know. So do you celebrate it and eat a feast? I probably have my same meal, my little meal. I love beef. And then I love beef and bison, I guess, but beef mainly. So I'll probably do beef rice and sweet potato fries, which is my staple with butter and salt. Yeah. Oh, maybe I'll do a fuck. I love a cherry pie. God, a cherry pie is so amazing. You'd cook for me. That's so sweet of you. It's so kind. I would honestly eat it up because so many of my friends can cook. I'm like, wow, guys, you're just little geniuses. Yeah, I love beef. I'm like, I don't know, just everything. I'm like, beef, bison maybe, but like beef is really good. Like, it's the best and literally the only meat I like at this point. Like, I hate chicken, I hate turkey. I like bison, but it's not my go-to. My go-to is beef. I love cow. I was in the store the other day actually, and like when I see the meat case, I'm like, wow, it's so beautiful, so beautiful just sitting there. But anyways, yeah, not a feast. My normal meal. Oh, I was saying I'll get cherry pie. I freaking love cherry pie. It's so good. Either cherry pie or probably pecan or sweet potato is actually, and it's Aunt Pam's or Mama something. There's some Walmart brand, and everyone's always like talking about her pie or pumpkin spice bread with frosting on it. Pumpkin spice bread is really good. Yes. So I guess it's either gonna be pumpkin spice bread, if I can find that, maybe. I know Starbucks has like their pumpkin loaf, maybe. Who knows? Or sweet potato pie or cherry pie. Cherry pie is so good. Oh my goodness. I have this like one brand or something. It's so yummy. It's just like the best thing that has ever entered into my, well, not the best thing. Wink wink. One of the best things that have ever entered into my mouth. I guess to go down my pie hole into my stomach. To be less graphic. Do you celebrate, well, I guess you celebrate all holidays, but you don't have any family? Do you, like, what do you do? Because you're saying you'll be by yourself, so I'm like asking, you don't have any friends, you don't have any like people to celebrate with, family, etc. Yes, you have extra chakras above your head and extra below your navel, as well as your earth star below your feet. I feel more connected to the Akashic fields, and my soul. There's guided meditations. Yeah, I haven't worked with those chakras. God, you've landed in freak zone, Elementos Tarot. So my apologies, but I actually like a lot. I'm really learning the foundational stuff right now. A lot of the information about chakras, I feel I feel that I didn't have the proper foundation basically, and so I'm focusing more on like the just root through third eye, and then I suppose we'll expand into the other ones. But I focus a lot on tantric traditional lineages of chakras. And right now I'm really into the Sangita Ratikana. And this is actually a chakra system that's a 10 chakra system for magicians. And I feel that's the one I'm connected most to currently. And or just doing the regular like mantras for opening the petals or whatever. But that's really what I'm doing right now. Oh, you're not annoying me at all. At all. I just hope I'm not like coming off as like weird. But yeah, I'm like into like the traditional tantric shit. And I'm really into the Sangita Ratigana chakra system. Who the hell? So someone... Sorry. I'm here. It's like they look like hobos. Yeah, I should say actually I'm sorry if I am annoying you, because I'm very peculiar at times. But yes, to answer your question, no, I have not worked with those. I would say the highest I've been is my, what is it, soul star chakra. And again, I'm focused more on the musician chakra system currently, but I'm sure that I will expand into the other ones after I work with that one more, and or when I complete learning the mantras for the petals so I can activate them that way. But yeah, there's a lot of different things out there like meditations, etc., that you can do and use. I guess I'll be here for about 15 more minutes, and then that will wrap up today's tarot live. Okay. Mm. He's back in wherever he was at. Colorado, I think, maybe. What's Thanksgiving like? Oh yeah, you're from UK, that's fine. Thanksgiving depends on the family you come from. Really. Usually there's a lot of food, a lot of family, a lot of children, a lot of noise. Um, wow. Oh yeah, you do work from home. You need to get out more. I'm telling you that. I need to get out more too. Or you need to get out more. Um, but yeah, a lot of food, a lot of noise. Kind of annoying, but it's nice, but it's just a family gathering, so it's a lot of like noise in my opinion. That's really what I just feel in my system. Noise, 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 noise. Good food. I would say definitely good food. Soda, pop. Think of soda and pop and things that's bad for your teeth. Probably like football. I think football is always really big around Thanksgiving. I believe there's a Super Bowl every year here. I mean, yeah, Super Bowls every year. And I'm not quite sure when it's, but I think it's normally around Thanksgiving time. I could be wrong about that because I'm not really into sports. Uh, oh, yeah, it's completely wrong time. It's in September. Oh, no, excuse me, it's in February. Jesus, Gina. Yeah, like I said, I'm not into sports at all. So I don't know. Well, I guess it's because I always remember my dad watching TV around Thanksgiving time, and he was always watching football. So maybe that's why. But I just remember a lot of football too, because it is football season, I think. I'm not really sure. Honestly, I'm so confused when everything is. But I just remember always sports basically is on TV as well. So it's like a really large family function with a lot of noise, a lot of sports, good food, but food that honestly isn't good the best for you. A lot of pop, family. Uh, Generally, I think that's how everyone's Thanksgiving kind of goes. Um, and yeah, that's about sums it up, I feel. And maybe I guess if you're a churchgoer, that could be integral, thing too. But when is Thanksgiving this year, anyways? I have no clue. I have no clue when anything's happening. Do do people in UK celebrate Christmas? Um, I don't see your name. Elementals Tarot. Do people in UK celebrate Christmas? And you're like, what? How does she not know that? I don't know if I think Christmas is a national holiday, but I could be wrong. I don't know. Oh, it's Thursday. Oh, there always is sports on TV. I was right. There always is sports on TV around Thanksgiving time. They do have like special game day. I don't understand our obsession with sports in America. I'm like, this is what we do to pass time instead of going to the library. Like, instead of learning. I guess it's fun. I don't know. I don't understand it. I guess I can look it up too. Because now I'm actually curious. Do I think Christmas is everywhere. Yeah. Wow. Wow. They do. And Christmas is on Saturday this year. I'm like, Halloween should have been on Saturday this year. But Christmas is on Saturday. Yeah, it's so globalized. I'm like, whoa. Yeah, because see, with me, growing up, I didn't celebrate Christmas at all. We only celebrated Thanksgiving, technically. I was we did Jewish holidays, basically, so, but we didn't even do, what is it, Hanukkah? We didn't do Hanukkah. So we did nothing around Christmas time. So yeah, it's like, I know people celebrate it, but I'm like, but do you guys? But yeah, it's so globalized, so it means inherently nothing, anyways. But I guess to each their own. Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's like my mind is just like, when's everything? Because it's not even a part of my normal makeup. And I guess when I was younger, I'm like, oh, I'll celebrate it when I'm older. But now that I'm older, I could not give two fucks about any of these holidays. In fact, I probably more don't like them. So I'm like, oh wow, things have changed. Because I remember it's like you feel so left out when you're younger and everyone's doing something, but I'm happy we didn't celebrate. But it was also weird doing Jewish holidays being black. So, you know? you know? It all makes me laugh now, but I guess some of it's from like being horrified. But also like it's just funny to me too. So it's both. Oh, I thought literally you said pumpkin seeds. I'm like, oh my god, so yummy. I fucking love pumpkin seeds. Even though they're so just tiny and stupid and micronutrients, they're really good. But you said you're eating a pumpkin shaped Reese's. Wow, they do that now, apparently. Excuse me. No one wants to see the inside of my mouth. I got this blondie gluten-free thingy-mabob that I'm gonna have with my lunch today. So excited for that. I love pumpkin seeds. They're so good. They're just so pointless. And I feel that way about carrots too. I freaking love carrots. They're so good. I'm like a little bunny eating them, but they're just a micronutrient, you know? But I do try to get them in. Now at least. Like they're here all day. I'm sorry guys. I'm focused here, but they're like driving up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. It's annoying to me because I can see them. I guess maybe I can explain more about what's happening across the way from me, but I honestly want to. I we need to have more fact about that before I disseminate information about it. So yeah, but anyways, yeah. So I guess we're ending here in a few minutes. So I guess thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I speak in elementals too. It was nice meeting you. Do you have your own tarot channel or something? Or are you just a tarot enthusiast? I'm gonna have to check out your page. If I can't even do that, I don't think. How interesting. I'll have to check you out though, I suppose, if you do. But yes. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe this. We'll see. We'll see. I'm always ping ponging things in my head, and then I always respond out loud. And then everyone's always like, what's happening? And I'm like, I'm just thinking inside of my head. All right. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, I Speak. You have an awesome day as well. I'm going to be here for about 7-ish more minutes. We'll see. And then I will also be signing off. But thank you. I hope you have an amazing day as well. And keep your head up. Just on my Instagram. By the way, if you don't follow me on the gram, I'm also there more often, I think, than here a little bit. But I'm also trying to put more emphasis and energy into my YouTube page. So I guess maybe because I was like, maybe I can do like a little like signing off thing, but I'm like, I would want that to be a standalone video, so maybe not actually. But I just wanted to discuss some of like the internal mechanisms of this channel, but I can save that for another video. It's gonna be interesting sitting here. I'm just like, okay, just sitting here. But I like showing up, you know, so. I just want to know, I just don't know. We'll have to like ping pong later, Gina, instead of talking to yourself. I guess I'll put this up one more time. That's not right. And then we shall be signing off here soon. All right, well, I believe that will wrap up today's live. And so I want to thank everyone so much that joined me today. I hope to continue to be live, to continue to provide messages for you guys. And yeah, so